Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to today's video. So I've taken a week off to refresh everything in my brain to kind of help focus myself on this channel a little bit more. I've had the previous 4 weeks off from work, so I had a lot of time to kind of really make a lot of videos and bank them all up, spend the time editing them and all that kind of stuff. But it was starting to kind of, I don't know, get a little bit too much. I think I was getting a little bit too ahead of myself, so I've slowed it down a little bit. And we're coming back today with a non-gameplay video, and we're going to talk about the latest banned and restricted announcement that Wizards has just released. So basically, they're changing Companion, how it works, and they have banned Agent of Treachery and Fires of Invention. Now, these two cards have been a very big part of the meta for the longest time. Fires, obviously, since Throne of Eldraine when it came out. But Agent of Treachery, it came out in Core 20, I believe, so nearly a year. But yeah, it's definitely not a decision that many people are hating. Everyone seems to be quite happy with it. Maybe not so much Fires, but definitely Agent of Treachery. He's a card that you love to hate, and you also hate to love him. There's only 2 blue cards that I actually enjoy playing with, and that is literally Agent of Treachery and Mass Manipulation. So now that Agent's gone, that's even more or less of a reason for me to play blue. But yeah, so basically, for most formats, it's changes are effective immediately. The only sort of differences are, I think, for Arena, banner restriction and companion rules effective date June 4, and Magic Online, the bannings are effective immediately, and the companion rule changes on the 3rd. I don't know why they've changed the date there, but must be something to do with, I guess, the programming of how it works. I'm assuming that's what it's to do with. So basically, they changed the way Companion works because they felt that, based on, I guess, like the data that they've pulled from Arena, seeing like the results from all the tournaments and stuff that have been going on online, and just general player feedback, I think they felt that if you didn't play Companion, you were at a disadvantage, which is why all the top decks literally had Companions. Now, for me, it's not really going to change the way I play, because I only really play certain Companions, mainly, obviously, Loris, my beautiful girl. She's already got a converted mana cost of 3, so these new changes don't really change the way she works, but it will change the way Urian and Obosh, I'm thinking, mainly, because they have a converted mana cost of 5, but now you can get them out for 3. So basically what they've done, they've changed it so it's once per game. Anytime you could cast a sorcery, you can pay 3 generic mana to put your Companion from your sideboard into your hand. This is a special action, not an activated ability, and it happens immediately. It can't be responded to, and it can't be countered or stopped by cards like Phyrexian Revoker. So yeah, they talk about how they got the data and all that crap, and they banned Loris in Legacy and Vintage already, so we knew that there was going to be something happen to Standard eventually. So yeah, that's pretty much what they've done there with Companion. They talk a little bit here too about where is it, Standard. So yeah, so going on to the bannings, they've said here, over the course of the last several weeks, Fires of Invention decks have risen to have a dominant win rate and metagame presence in Standard, achieving a 55% win rate and having even or favorable matchups against each of the other top 10 archetypes. And that's a pretty good sign of a strong card if you you can't argue that. Like that's some pretty heavy data there. So yeah, I think the changes here are very warranted. Like as soon as I see fires, I know I'm not going to have a good time. I don't think I've really got much of a good win rate against fires decks now that I think about it. I think every time I've played a fire, I've pretty much lost. Unless you have a deck that's specifically aimed at countering a deck like that, you more times you're probably gonna not win. That came out really, really awkward. I don't know why I said it like that, but you know what I'm getting at anyway. So yeah, they talk about how Luca and Winota have been responsible for the abuse of Agent of Treachery recently too, which is interesting. So we might actually now see Luca and Winota utilized in the way that I guess they were originally intended. I don't think they really play tested the new cards as well as they think they did. Of course, people like myself and you too would probably know that Wizards have been very poor in their testing of cards and all that kind of crap. They really need to work on their research and development. Definitely. It's just, yeah. Agent of Treachery was a bad enough card to have to deal with without having to worry about getting them out, 2-3 turns sooner than you would normally if you were just, casting it for 7 converted mana cost. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I'm sure people will continue to abuse these cards while they can on Arena. You've got a couple of days, make the most of it. That's pretty much all that they talk about here. It'll be good to get the 8 rare wildcards. So if you have, for each copy you have in Arena, you'll get given the appropriate wildcards. So pretty sure Fires is rare. So yeah, should be 8. If you have 4 copies of both, you'll get 8 rare wildcards, which is good. You can use those to get more of the rares for my Ikoria. I've only got to get I think I've only got 10 rares left to get 4 copies of. And then I was more than half the mythics, but I've got all the uncommons, all the commons, most of the rares. So it'll be good to kind of hopefully close out the set getting most of the cards, which will be good. Yeah, so I don't really have much more to say about this. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward. We all knew it was coming. I'm glad they didn't actually ban specific companions. I think that would have been a little bit too silly, and it would have made them look more. I don't know if unprofessional is the word, but it would raise more questions as to why have a set with cards that are getting banned literally 2-3 weeks after paper release. There's some. I mean, there already are questions, but it would raise even more if they actually ban those specific cards. So I'm glad they just changed the ruling on how they work. Hopefully, it fixes the situation and everyone's happy with it. I think we will be. I know I will be. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I don't have anything else to say. I will be making more videos on this channel. I don't know what quite I'm going to do. I haven't really played much Magic actually the past week. I actually took a whole week off Magic pretty much entirely. So I've got to get my brain into that mode. I'll jump on and have a look at some cards now and try and make a deck and hopefully get a video out by the end of the week. But yeah, I hope everyone's staying safe. I hope everyone is avoiding all that madness that's happening over in Minneapolis. If you're over in that area, please be very careful. Don't do anything stupid. Please don't contribute to any of that ridiculousness, because that's just gotten way out of hand, that whole situation. But that's a totally unrelated topic. I'll leave it at that. Stay safe and stay tuned. More videos to come this week, hopefully. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.